this is the Mercedes S63 4MATIC Plus, and here is the sedan. So this is the coupe, and this is the beautiful key to the car. And it is a lovely looking car. It is in beautiful special paint job, which is called the Cashmere White design of Magno, which in simple is a matte white, and this is a rare color. So you can see the aggressive front design of this car with this Panamericana grille. I'm going to turn on the parking lights. So let's take a look from the front. So we can see the Panamericana grille, AMG logo here, and this massive bumper, 63 bumper. And I think this is a great design. These are the LED intelligent lights, which are like similar to multi-beams, predecessor of the multi-beam. And here you can see the large air intakes for the aero for the car. This is a V8 monster, so you can see all the aero parts. Here is a carbon lip in the front. You can see the radiators and a Panamericana grille, which consists from like two chrome parts, and in the middle is black. AMG logo. Here you can see the camera for front view. And in the emblem is actually the Distronic adaptive cruise control, and you have Mercedes-Benz logo, and you can see this is a matte white. There is no metallic reflection, so just a beautiful car. And you have also these chrome parts around the front bumper, and above them is like a black color, high gloss black. So we can see here these AMG wheels, which are just gorgeous. So let me take a look from this side. You also have like a ridges on the bonnet, which gives the car the better appearance, more masculine appearance. We can take a look also at the side. You can see this beautiful coupe shape. And it doesn't have a night package because the trim around the window is not black, it's chrome. So yeah, people just wanted to see the car from a distance, so I'm doing that so you can have a better perspective. Okay, so, and these are the black AMG forged wheels, matte black with like a chrome lip around the rims. And these tires are the Michelin Pilot Sport 3 Mercedes original, and 255 40 20-inch. And you can see also the AMG steel brakes with like dark gray calipers. Brakes are just a little bit rusty because the car is in stock, it's not driven for like a month. It's waiting for the new owner. And yeah, just a fantastic looking front, really like it. And you can have a comparison with the sedan, which I hope I can have a time to do a review. It has like a beige interior, and it has the same wheels as you can see. So this is a nice comparison. Also the coupe is lower, so if you are going to drive the car by yourself, then the coupe is better choice. It's also better looking, in my opinion. Sedan doesn't have a Panamericana grille. A sedan is more like a luxury version of the car. Okay, so we can see here the Mercedes logo, and you have two cameras for the Distronic Plus, rain sensor and stuff like that. Here you have a carbon mirror caps and V8 by turbo 4MATIC Plus sign, and you have also the carbon skirts, side skirts. Also you have panoramic roof because it's a black in the middle, then it's the white is continuing. And you have also keyless, of course. You can lock the car with the finger, like now. And you can open it when you place the hand inside. So very easy. And this car also has a soft close, so when I just push it a little bit, it closes, and this is the seatbelt extender. Okay, so this is the boot area, the rear area. You can see the OLED lights, and they have like they are from like little pieces of lights. Of course you have a S63 emblem and AMG emblem, Mercedes star, and here we can see the carbon on the lower part of the bumper. You have some arrow here on the side, and chrome exhaust tips, and chrome also a rear diffuser. One part is carbon here, and this is chrome. So I really think this car looks very good without the night package. And actually here you can see the S63 sedan versus coupe. Also big difference with the lights. These are more like slimmer, and these are more vertical and more like white. Both look great, but you can see clearly the difference. This is more like a statement luxury, and this is more like a luxury sportiness, if that makes sense. And this is also like a chrome yeah, this is like a chrome part in the back. Also the look from the back. So really lovely car. I really do like this. No rear wiper, obviously, for the coupe. And these are the rear steel brakes. You can have a ceramic brakes, but hard to say if you need them for daily driving. If you drive like crazy, then you need them. If you drive more or less normally, brake more or less normally, then you'll be fine with this. You can see here the sedan has ceramics. So these are the ceramics, much bigger brake disc, and these are the steel brakes. Ceramics can be rusty as well if you leave the car longer time outside. That's normal. So it's not rusty because it's a steel brake. All right. I really do like this car. It's a fantastic car in this Magno white Cashmere, fancy name for the fancy color, and sun is coming out a little bit. Also a little tip: if you scratch Magno paint, matte paint, you need to repaint the whole car. Many people don't know that, so this could be inconvenient because the painting of the whole car takes much longer, and insurance would cover it probably, but then you can have a higher insurance next year. But for the owner of this car, it's not probably like a big deal. But yeah, mostly the time inconvenience because it takes much longer to repaint the whole car. Also, I want to show you the fuel cap. The faster you go, the more pressure you need in the tires, and you need a high octane 98 or more gasoline. Okay, so we can take a look at the V8 engine here. This is V8 engine, 4.0 liter, and this engine produces 450 kilowatts, which is 612 PS horsepower, and can sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.5 seconds. This is 62 miles per hour, and to 60 it could be like 3.4, maybe 3.3. And this is the man which built this engine. It is a handcrafted in a Folterbach. This is like a hot V engine because it has the turbochargers inside of the cylinder banks, and really nice Mercedes and AMG logo. You have heat shields in the back. Top speed 250 kilometers per hour, electronically limited, but with the driver's package you can have a 300 kilometers per hour, which is just rocket speed, with the comfort and beautiful sound. You have heat shields here and also the sound isolation here. So this is the windshield wiper. And you have some rubber here, so no dust is going into the engine, which is great. So this is like a sealed with the rubber for the dirt and the rain. You have heat shields everywhere because this engine can be very hot. And if you need to top up the oil, you need to do it here. So you can see here the air intakes. And yeah, really powerful engine with amazing sound. So you need to slam the hood to close it properly. Alright, so right now we can take a look at the inside of the car. So you have a keyless entry. So as you can see, this car has a Designo AMG Napa leather package inside and a chrome gloss trim. Quick look inside. Very nice interior. I like it the best. 2 glass for the sound isolation, better, improved. And these are the seats. So we can hop inside and take a look at the invitation here. So this is the front of the vehicle, and if you press the ignition here, then you can see the AMG logo and every setting. Also here is the ambient lighting. So from the left you can see this white stitching, silver stitching, and you can also see the fully electric seats. You have ventilated seats, heated seats. This is the air scarf, and this is for the headrest. Some memory function. This is the rear shade of the rear glass, and Burmester sound system. This is carbon decor. You can lock the car. Premium sound, and you have these controls for the window, and this is for the mirrors. You can set them and also of course fold them. Here we have a setting for the lights, so you can have it on auto. You can put the main headlights on, parking lights, or only one side illuminated. You have rear fog lights, and with this you can manage the brightness of the displays during night. You can release the parking brake, and here is a foot area. So you have these aluminum pedals with like a rubber bits on them, so it's not slippery. And here you can see the AMG logo on the floor mats, AMG, and just a really beautiful interior, really nice spec. So here you can see the Distronic Plus active lane keeping assist, turn off parking sensors. You have a night vision here, and you can move and select the ride height. These are of course the vents. You can close them or open them with this button, and you can move it up and down and to the side as well. So this is the new steering wheel, which is a AMG Performance steering wheel. It is flat on the sides and it has these parts which you control the instrument cluster with this one, and with this you control the command system. And you have here also this like leather on the, you can beep the horn, and this is covered in leather, unlike other AMGs which can have this in plastic. And it has a black stitching here, and you have a AMG logo here as well. And here is a black stitching. Okay, just turn it down the AC. Also this is heated as well, and mid-rest armrest is also heated. It's very hot now because I have the seat heat on 3. It's still cold in May, it's like 11 degrees. Hopefully will be warm again. And you can close the mirror caps. It is doing very smoothly. And you have here on the 12 o'clock this like a leather part, which is now black, but it can be different color. Seat belts are as well black. You have some cover here in blue, and you have a little speaker here as well. And yeah, very nice and beautiful interior. Right now I want to show you, this is the dual zone AC unit, the Thermatronic unit. And this is auto button, automatic, and here you can control the ventilator also manually. Right now I have it on 2, so it's not too loud. And you can close the circulation of the air. This is maximum hot air on the front windshield. You can have a rest, which will continue to blow hot air when you exit the car and lock it. A rear defroster, this is auxiliary heating, but you need to have at least a quarter of the tank to function this. This is also the same as here, but for the passenger, temperature for the passenger and auto for the passenger. Here you have this like part where you can have 2 cup holders which are adjustable, and you can place here your key. Here is a 12-volt socket, and here you have also like a storage for your smartphone, like a carpet. Here is very soft, or some other things which you can store. Very smooth mechanism. And if you want to close it, just press here. In the middle you have some hot keys. This is for the seat, navigation, radio, hazard lights, media, telephone and car. You have auto start stop, dynamic select, manual transmission, traction control. You have a parktonic, automatic parking pilot and 360 camera. Volume, this is AMG ride control, this adaptive suspension, and you have also the exhaust. And you can see the lines continue here on the dashboard. Dashboard is of course in leather. In the middle you can control the displays with this, and with this swiping, as you can see. And you have some home button, button back, and etc. Here is the middle armrest. So you have a beautiful AMG Volterbach logo, which is the 3 logo, and you have a engine part here, a Volterbach, and you can open this armrest from either side. You can open it, and also passenger has the same button here and can open it as well. So if we open it, so in the armrest we can see that you have 2 USB-A ports, SD card slot, and wireless charging for your phone. And then you have also some space here, which is yeah, it's deep. You can put even some stuff here, no problem. And just press and it will close. So these are the seats, which are the sporty and comfort seats together. So this is a AMG Designo black Napa leather, which is fantastic just to touch, and yeah, I really like this. Black interior, you can go wrong, and you have AMG logo on the seat as well, and you can see the side panel on the doors as well, as I show you on my side, on the driver's side, and you can see some ambient lighting even here. During the day it's harder to see, but you can see it also here, as you can see some some lines. So really fantastic interior. You have also the back seats. I will show them a little bit later. So on the top you have this like a Dynamica Alcantara material. You have also the sunshade and cosmetic mirror with light, and you have a microphone here, and also the passenger has a microphone, so if you call, both of you can speak and both sides will be visible very nicely. You have some lights here, SOS button, Mercedes Me button, compartment for the sunglasses, and you have also panoramic roof here. So let's slide it. Okay, so right now you can see even better the interior and the Mercedes-Benz. You can see the sky. It is like a tinted window. So this is how much space I have in the S-Class above my head. So plenty space. My seat is in the lowest position because I like to sit like that. But yeah, I have a lot of space even with a panoramic window, so this is fantastic. So you can see the sun right now, so it can be distracting maybe for someone, but it is what it is. And you can open it as well. You can open it just partially. It doesn't seem like I can open it fully, like for the ventilation, so maybe this is only for the look. Okay, so right now I want to show you this instrument cluster, and you can operate it with this part on the steering wheel. So if you press home here, then you can see here all the menus, and if you swipe here, then you can see how it is changing. So you can see and change the whole look of this part. So in the design, you can see you can have this in classic. This is classic. You can have it in sport, which is like one central dial, and you can have it as it was in the classic, and progressive, which is also one in the middle but a little bit different. So I will leave it in the classic for this review. It has like a carbon texture here, which is of course the digital version. So what you can change here, it's a really advanced system. So let's go from the left. So in service you can see the error message if you have some. Then you can see the tire pressure and tire temperature, but you need to drive for this. You can see the Assist Plus, so when you have a service, next service. And you can see the coolant temperature, engine oil level. Then in assistance you can see all things which are related to the Distronic, so distance between the vehicles and etc. Then attention assist if you need a brake. AMG performance, you can see the boost, how much you are using at the moment, temperature of the engine and gearbox. Then you can see the boost and setting for the all the stuff. So you can see the setting for the engine, exhaust, gearbox, adaptive suspension, traction control. Then you can see the G-force and boost and how much kilowatts and Newton meters you are using right now. Then in the trip you can see your odometer, then range and consumption, eco display from start, from reset, and this is a actual speed. Navigation, you can put here the whole navigation in the middle. I've seen it before. A radio, you can choose between the radios. Media, this is for like songs from your phone and etc. Telephone the same. Head-up display. So you can change the position of the head-up display. So in the head-up display you can change the position, how up or down it needs to be. It's flashing only on the smartphone, not in real life. Then you can change the brightness. And display content show, so what is shown on the, so you can change, you can have a lap times from the track pace, you can have just speed and sign, you can have navigation. It's really great what you can put on the head-up display. So then in design, as I showed you before, what you can put, so that's it basically. In sport, how does it look is, if I put here the trip, then you can see here on the left basically the same as we saw in the middle of the sport. And also I want to show you one thing. If you put it in the sport, in the classic, then if you swipe right, then you can change the right column. So you can have a navigation, then you can have like a map, then you can have a from start, trip setting, and a rev counter, tire pressure in the middle, temperatures, AMG track pace, boost, kilowatts Newton meters, G-force, and this is basic rev counter, and here will be some other stats in the middle. So also here you can see reverse, neutral drive, parking, and this is C means comfort for the dynamic select. So right now I want to show dynamic select. So if you push this button like this, then you can change the driving style. So you can have an individual, comfort, sport, sport plus, and race mode, and you can see how this is changing. For the engine and etc. So in individual you can set powertrain, gearbox, suspension, exhaust, and ESP on different things. So for example, you can change the drive, moderate, sport, dynamic, race, transmission you can put on manual drive. The system is very responsive, as you can see. Suspension can be on comfort, sport, sport plus. Exhaust system can be balanced, powerful, which is on and off basically. ESP on or sport, and you can see also changing of the system here as well. So this is great. The start button, which is like a pulsating, and here is a manual gear lever for downshift and upshift. And here you have also the Distronic cruise control adaptive. You can set how much space between the vehicles do you want, and you can change the speed also. So one bigger click is plus 10 kilometers, and one small click is plus 1 kilometer. And if you have set a speed and you want to change it, then you can make it or plus or something like that. If you press a brake or down this button, then you cancel the Distronic. And if you want to put it on the last speed, then you press 1 on the res. And if you want to put it on the actual speed limit, because this car has traffic sign recognition, then you can click twice and then it will adapt the maximum speed, actual speed. So very nice pedals, they have really nice click to them, so really lovely. So right now I want to show you what you can set in this command display. So you have from the left, if we take a look, then we can see the navigation, which is very good. You have also live traffic here and all these functions. You can set different route options and etc. Like for example, you can set that you don't want to drive on the motorways or on the ferries in the tunnels, so it will take that into the account and it will calculate the drive without what you, for example, you don't want to drive on unpaved roads, so if you click it, then it will avoid that roads. So this is great. Then you have a radio, media. You need a phone for this, for not for radio but for media and telephone. Oh, you have also the radio stations. Media is for the songs from a phone, a telephone for calling and contacts. In-car office, this is for your appointments when you go somewhere, and yeah, you want to see your itinerary, stuff like that. In Connect, you can see the browser, the Mercedes-Benz apps, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, but you need for this you need a data plan for the browser. And in the vehicle you have also system, but in the vehicle you can see the seats. These are the fully massage seats. You have a dynamic seat, lumbar support, shoulder support, side bolsters and seat heating, so this is great. Climate control, you can set it to different climate modes. You have auxiliary heating, which is a fantastic feature. And the dynamic select, which I showed you just now. Track pace is for the track to drive around the circuit, and you can set it on different tracks. For example, you can have all tracks here, and you can drive around the most famous tracks like this. But also you can record your own track here, and also you can have a drag race, acceleration, quarter mile, braking, and you have a history. Then you have also the app for this, which is called the Track Pace app, and you can see the information also on the head-up display. So then you have assistance, which is for traffic sign, camera parking assist, active brake assist. It can adjust speed based on the bends and other features. So it's like a half autonomous driving, like autopilot basically. You can have a night vision. You can see the persons and animals. Then you have a consumption, light setting, which you can set the ambient lighting. So you can have a multicolor or single color, 64 colors, or multicolors, which are these. Not really visible right now because it's a day. Maybe I can put it on the red moon and maybe we can see something. But basically, as I showed you first, not very visible, only the purple sky. So that's that. You have a climate. When you change the temperature, it's changed the ambient lighting, and intelligent light system for the like a multi-beam predecessor, spotlight, so it can like a flash on the person, dipped beams, surround lighting, exterior light shut off, interior light shut off, and in system you can see all these displays and styles which I showed you. You can set the input of the touching of the steering wheel, of the touch, You can set the audio, like a volume and connectivity. So these basic things. So let's take a look at the rear seats. I set my driving seat as I would drive. The seat is going forward. So I can climb inside and you can tilt the seat backward. So basically this is the rear space, and you can see the front from the rear, how it looks. You have also, I opened the panoramic roof. So in terms of the legroom, it's just okay for me here. It's not uncomfortable, so I would say it's fine. This is the middle part for my knees. This is like a curved, so I have more space here. This is for the seat heating. And here is a Burmeister speaker, carbon trim as well, and you can see the ambient lighting here. And you have a seat belt, and this is a cover which I put up with the button in the doors. You have a hook here for your jacket or something. And yeah, this is the panoramic window. This is how this looks. So I have here a room, and I don't feel like uncomfortable. I can put here my arm, and here we can see these storage spaces for my mobile phone and stuff like that. You can close or open these vents, and here you can see the seat. So you have some support here, so you can feel better when sitting here. This is soft, quilted, ventilated leather. So this is very soft AMG Napa leather, and it's also like padded very nicely, so it's comfortable to sit on this. You have really large bolsters here on the side. You have these lights which can be turned on from the front. You can see the air scarf here from the for the front passengers. So here in the back I have like this space, so maybe for 3, 4, maybe like this. So not much space, but I'm not hitting the roof, so it's okay here. It's comfortable and enough space. I'm 1 meter and 86 centimeters, so almost 87 maybe, so almost 6 feet and 2 inches. So I think it's okay for the coupe, but in reality not many people, like adults my size, will sit here. Maybe only on the occasion. Usually people put here like jacket and handbag and stuff. You can put here also kid seats. You have here like a ISOFIX. When you remove this, then you can see there are the like ISOFIX things. So you can put here the child seat, and this is on the Velcro like. So yeah, that's fantastic. You have a airbag here, so yeah, really cool. Also I want to show you the glove compartment. You can have a perfume diffuser here and other like a compartment area. We can now take a look at the boot space. So you can see here it also has this blue is just a plastic for the cover, and really nice material here, like a carpet, very soft. And underneath you have a tire kit and some additional storage, so no reserve tire, which is unfortunate, but this is how it goes these days. Here is like a tunnel, so we have a net here for some additional things, and medical kit, first aid kit. So really large boot space, you can put the trolleys, duffel bags there, no problem. And you can close it automatically and also lock the car, or just close it. So guys, that's it for this review. If you find it useful and you like the video, then smash the like button and subscribe for plenty more videos. And I will see you soon in the next video. Have a great day.